Welcome, welcome, teen. Today is Sunday, and this is Evelyn. No camera tonight because the spotlight is going to be in somebody else. So, very, very excited to be here after a great weekend. We have a regional event in Orlando, Florida, and it was the only word I can use to describe this event was absolutely out of this world. It was amazing, fantastic. And you'll hear a little bit more from Store and Michael and others that were there. But tonight, I just say, look for a pen, for a notebook so you can take notes and notes and notes and make sure you actually fasten your seat belts because what you're going to hear tonight is going to definitely change the future of CTFO and jumpstart your business. So please help me welcome our Mr. Presidente, Kevin Fournier. Hi, Kevin. How you doing?
Debbie, I am doing incredible. How are you doing?
Doing very good. Very excited.
Oh my gosh, I heard it was an absolutely amazing event in Orlando. Congratulations, first of all, to all the speakers. We have such incredible leaders in CTFO. I was not there. I ended up staying back and just kind of working with our incredible corporate team over the weekend to just get so much done, a lot of which you're going to see here tonight. So we're just on fire right now with excitement, with just a sense of incredible gratitude for what's happening, for the lives being changed. And the great news is that, man, we're just getting started, right? We are literally just getting started. And that's one of the things that I heard echo from a number of people who were in Orlando, is that it's just like, wow. I mean, tomorrow is like a brand new, like incredible surge of momentum that everybody's fired up about as we head into the new year. Over the next few months, just so many great things, and just couldn't think of a better way to really kick off this incredible time than getting together with each of you and to share some exciting things around our compensation plan. Some really, really great things that I want to share with you here tonight. So I am going to share my screen with you, and we're just going to jump right in. We are going to dive right into this, yeah, definitely take some notes. Key in on some things that really sort of resonate with you. At the end of this, there's going to be a lot of great information you'll be able to get after the webinar. So again, you'll certainly have a lot of great information, but definitely tune in and let's get started. Let's get started with some really exciting things. And again, I want to welcome you to our special Sunday night webinar. We rarely get together, certainly at a Sunday night like this, but this is an important one. This is a big one. This is, I believe, the most significant one since the launch of certainly Xanthomist. This will go down in history, I believe, is that important of a webinar with information. So it's about taking it to the next level. That's what I want to talk to you about here tonight. And this is really the next big step in CTFO innovation. We talked about that on our last Super Saturday. Innovation, going out there, doing what others are not doing, because here's what we do. We are always asking ourselves this simple question: how can we? Not can we, but how can we? And that's what's enabled us to literally radically improve people's health. And that's also what was driving this that you're going to see here tonight. Provide a greater opportunity for prosperity to many. And I love that word prosperity, because prosperity doesn't just represent financial. It represents, I believe, just ultimately being in line with your most important values, living your life according to your most important values. And that's what prosperity is. And I believe that's what we can bring to people here at CTFO. So let's dig in and talk about this plan for prosperity. And as you know, we've often talked about CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. We're always asking ourselves, again, how can we get better? How can we make this plan even more prosperous? And that's what has driven so much of this. So you're going to hear tonight about the enhancements of our compensation plan that were really designed around a number of things. Some real awareness on our part, right? We're constantly studying the industry. What's happening in the industry of direct selling? What are the trends? How can we stay ahead of the curve? And even more so, lead the charge with innovation. Second thing, how can we encourage and reward associates for timeless best practices? So important, right? Things in terms of success, they really don't change. I mean, the same successful best practices that enabled somebody to succeed 40 years ago are the same that will help you succeed today. Maybe they're just delivered a little differently, right? With technology and things like that. But timeless best practices, you're going to hear a lot about that tonight in terms of these enhancements. Also, it's going to enable us to provide further opportunities for recognition, promotions, and fun. Stay tuned. Do not leave this webinar. We're going to dig in here, right? So we're going to be spending some time together, but you do not want to miss a couple of the announcements at the end that are going to just perfectly fit in with what I'm talking about here. And also, we're going to provide associates the unique opportunity to win by sharing in the worldwide sales of CTFO. We talk about this being true unity, a great word that, again, I heard reflect a lot of what happened in Orlando this past weekend, this feeling of unity, that family of CTFO, where each of us are contributing to the success of each other and therefore all. So very excited about this. Stu, real quickly, if you can, I'd love for you to just jump in here and just say a couple words. I know you're fired up about what we're talking about here. If you could just join us for a minute, share what you're feeling right now.
Absolutely. And everybody, I'm so sorry. I was on camera in the beginning when we first started, but my internet where I'm at is a little unstable right now, and it was going in and out. But if I don't have the camera on, you should be able to hear me fine. Kevin, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, we hear you great, Stu.
Awesome. Awesome. Folks, I got to tell you, I landed at almost 2 a.m. last night, or this morning, I should say, from coming back from the event in Orlando, and I couldn't go to sleep. I was so pumped up and excited. It was so awesome. The hugs were off the charts, but what really did, and the testimonials, oh my gosh, I was videoing some of them on my own phone there. It was just crazy what was going on, but it wasn't just that. It was looking in everybody's eyes and seeing they're ready. They got it. They get it. And they want it. And what we're about to give you all tonight, it really is. It's not the final piece of the puzzle. I hate saying that because there's always going to be more good stuff coming. But I believe it's the final piece of the puzzle we need where we won't have to add anything else anymore. We literally could keep it like it's about to be right after these announcements tonight, and you will have everything you need to blow this thing up. And I got to tell you, the leadership that's leading this company, I just got to spend a bunch of time with them. They're phenomenal. They're amazing. And we are in good hands with not just the corporate team and everything like that, but also with the leadership that's here. So, Kevin, it was awesome. Thank you, Kevin, for staying home and getting this done so we can have this announcement tonight. But I got to tell you, I win. I got to go. I got
You did win.
Everybody.
Oh, you sure did win. Listen, no doubt about it. Oh my gosh, I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled it went so well and not surprising, and super job again to everyone. So Stu, as always, thank you. I know when you get to those meetings, you share your love in such an incredible way, because that's you. That's the authentic Stu about those hugs, right? About connecting with people. So we thank you, my friend. All right, let's continue on. We're going to hear a little bit more from Stu as well, but I want to again also recognize some people on the call whom you're going to actually hear from tonight. But what you're going to hear about tonight has really been a big collaborative effort, right? This was not something where I was just sitting behind my desk here saying, hey, how can we make the compensation plan better? No, this has been literally endless hours teaming up with some of the top leaders in this company, specifically the three people that you're going to hear from here tonight. And it has been a huge collaborative effort, a great partnership. I love that about CTFO, the fact that we all work together, unified. So I just want to thank the leaders, and you're going to hear from them in a little bit, but this has been a huge collective, collaborative effort. So let's dig in. We're going to jump right into this. We want to announce our new First 30 bonus. This is part, again, of the enhanced CTFO compensation plan. And what it does is it focuses you. Remember, I talked about those timeless principles, right? Those key best-in-class timeless principles. We want to encourage and reward enrolling and duplication. And what we're going to be doing with our First 30 bonuses, we're going to replace the 10 to 50% product introduction bonus that you currently have. This is going to be literally happening tomorrow, and you're going to love what we're doing here because it digs in on encouraging and rewarding enrolling and duplication. So here's what it is. It works very similarly to the product introduction bonus, but it's completely different in such a significant way. So here's how it works. You earn the first 30 bonus on new associates and customers' first 30 days of product purchases. Okay, that's basically the way product introduction bonus works. But here's where it gets different, and this is so exciting because it really encourages duplication in a big way. So here's our first rank. You can see there's a number of new ranks as well in the enhanced compensation plan. The first one is active associate. The first thing you're going to see right here, an active associate is what? Somebody who's doing 45 in personal sales volume or more over the previous 31 days. That's an active associate. Boom, right up to 30% immediately when you bring in a new associate or customer, and you earn that on their first 30 days of product purchases. So no longer 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, that thing, right? Now it's 30% right across the board. Then there's a new rank called senior associate with these particular qualifications. And this is going to be important. You're going to really want to understand and dig in on this particular rank. So senior associate, 45 in personal sales volume, 1 active direct, not 5, but 1 active direct and 500 in team sales volume. Put that also as a little note, team sales volume, because I'm going to share something with you that's going to really excite you. We have the rank of 1K executive manager. So as a senior associate now, you're going to earn 30%, right, when you enroll somebody, and then 5% on your second enrollment level. When you work with that person you enrolled to help them enroll someone, you earn 5%. At 1K executive manager, you're going to continue to earn that 30% when you enroll a new customer or an associate for their first 30 days of product purchases. And now you're going to get 10% when you help your first level enroll someone, right? And as that kind of continues down. Second, the 2K executive manager now jumps up to 15%. Look at that. 15% on level 2 now. You enroll somebody, 30%. You help them now enroll somebody, 15%. Powerful. What are we doing? We're encouraging duplication. And then finally, as a 5K executive manager and above, 30% on level 1 when you enroll somebody, 15% on level 2, and now 10% on level 3. So this is significant because now what you're seeing here is now up to 55% is now paid out over 3 enrollment levels, whereas before it was just 10 to 50%, right? The product introduction bonus. Now this is all going into 55% being paid out over those 3 enrollment levels to not only encourage what? Enrolling, but also encouraging duplication with the 15% on level 2 and the 10% on level 3. So look at this. You're now earning up to 3 times as much on level 2 compared to what it used to be, right? And for those first 30 days of purchases, earn 2 times as much on level 3 in the first 30 days of purchases. So this is really powerful in that we are encouraging, again, not just the enrollment, but the duplication with that 15 and 10% on levels 2 and 3 for this first 30 bonus. In addition to that, as if the 55% was not enough, now we're also including PAC bonuses. So when you get to that rank of senior associate, when you're a qualified senior associate, which means you got, again, 1 active direct and 500 in team sales volume, you're now going to earn as the enroller an additional $20, $30, and $40 PAC bonus. $20 for a silver pack, $30 for a gold pack, and $40 for a platinum pack when you enroll a new associate or customer with one of the packs. So again, you get the 30% as the enroller plus the $20, $30, or $40 bonus as the enroller as well when you bring somebody in with a pack. So very powerful. Let me show you what this means. Let's take our Xantho Miss 7 pack, by far one of our most popular sellers, right? So let's take a look at what this can mean for you. So we have our first 30 bonus. So again, when you go out there and you enroll somebody, you earn 30% on a new associates or customers' first 30 days of orders. So 30% of 200 CV, which is what the 7 pack is, you're going to make $60. But now if you're a senior associate or above, guess what? You get that platinum pack bonus now of $40, giving you a total of $100. So again, it continues to be such a great way to get a new associate started or a customer, started if they're going to be using multiple Xantho Miss, maybe over the course of a month, and it's a family, right? I mean, a great, incredible savings. And now that 100 hours, again, continues to be so powerful when you enroll somebody with a 7-pack. All right, let's continue. So as we go from the first 30 bonus, now we go to the foundation of the plan, which is the unilevel. The 7-level unilevel largely remains the same, in that we pay out 10% through on the first level, and then another 5% through the additional 6 levels. So it's a total of 40%, which is what it has been. We pay it out a little differently, though, because you can see right now it immediately jumps up to 10% as an active associate. If you remember before, it would be 2, 4, 6, 8. No longer 2, 4, 6, 8. Immediately, people as an active associate jump up to 10%. As a senior associate, again, you can see how this continues from senior associate to 1K, a new rank of 2K. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. And then 5K, 10K, 15K, 25K, VP and above. So what we did here is we just spread it out a little bit from 5K to 10K to 15K to 25K, but largely very similar. But again, we've got some new ranks with the senior associate and the 2K executive manager. But again, this is a huge, huge change. And I call it that because it's that significant. How now all active associates are going to earn 10% on level 1. Again, no more 2%, 4%, 6%, 8% as you go from manager 1 through manager. That's all, like, there's no more, any more of that as of tomorrow, right? Now it's active associate, boom, you're immediately at 10%. Also, big announcement. Your personal sales volume, what you're personally purchasing for your own personal use and or retailing, that's now going to count towards your team's sales volume. And it's going to go into your enrollment leg that has the least amount of team sales volume. So this, your personal sales volume, in other words, is going to help you rank up. I mean, that's really powerful, especially as we know so many associates are getting started with a gold or platinum pack, right? The 7-pack is such a great way to get started. That 7-pack now, which has 430 in sales volume, that's now going to count towards a new person's team sales volume. Wow, that's really powerful. So you get that senior associate, and guess what? That senior associate, that new person comes in with a pack. They've done 430 of the 500 already. Go out and enroll one person, you're going to be at 500. That's how quickly a senior associate can happen now. Stu, did you have something you wanted to say?
I did. I can't take it. I've been quiet for a pretty long time here. And you're doing awesome. I appreciate it. This is another one of the things that's keeping me up at night and I can't sleep. I'm so pumped. I just want to make sure that everybody caught what Kevin just said. Your first real goal is senior associate. Let's be honest. To be an active associate, it means you're trying a product. That's all that means. Everybody does that. Everybody should do that anyway. Everybody should be an active associate the second they join the company, right? But to go senior associate, your first rank, where you can really start earning some decent money, if you buy the pack, the 7-pack for over $400, that counts towards your 500. I just hope you caught that. So then your very next sale should put you over the top. It's kind of like get a pack, bring someone in, and you're there. You're there. And I feel like that's super powerful and fair, really fair.
I love it, Stu. And what's so great about that too is as a senior associate, now you immediately begin earning that $20, $30, or $40 pack bonus that we talked about, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. So again, that's the synergy. So again, we start thinking about building a business. What's your first goal? Get the senior associate as quickly as possible, right? And then that's going to enable you on once you're a senior associate, that enrollment now, if it's a pack, you get that $40, for instance, platinum pack bonus. Very, very powerful. So I love how this plan guides people. You're going to see that it guides you along as an associate, up ranks, and encourages you to engage in the right best practice activities. Additionally, another big announcement. We are going to have a new unilevel placement feature. This has probably been one of the most requested things I have heard over the past 6 to 8 months, I would say, is can we have a unilevel placement feature where we can now take somebody and enroll them under someone. Maybe there's a great synergy that you feel. You bring somebody into the business, you've got somebody on your first level, and you're like, I want to put somebody underneath that person. I think there'll be a great synergy. Maybe they live closely together. Maybe they have similar experience, whatever it may be. Now you'll be able to do that. So this new unilevel placement feature is going to be very, very powerful. And it's going to also influence how you earn in the 7-level unilevel. At the end of this, I'm going to let you know that there's I'll let you know out now, actually, there's going to be a compensation plan brochure that you'll be able to get at the end of the webinar that's going to go through all of this in detail. So I'm kind of highlighting things for you. Then you can go to that compensation plan brochure and dig in a little bit more. But this new unilevel placement feature is going to be powerful for people to support others, support the right people, for instance, by maybe enrolling somebody underneath someone. So love that part. That also is going to be available. That may not be available first thing next week. That's the one thing that we're still focusing on and finishing up. But as soon as it is, we'll let you know, and we'll handle anything next week in terms of once we get that up, we'll certainly help you with navigating those new enrollments in your unilevel. All right, so let's continue. Let's now take a look at all the ranks. And one of the things, again, best practices. We want to encourage and reward associates to develop a strong team based on solid leadership. Okay, and that's really important, solid leadership. So what I want to do now is take a look at all the ranks, because we've made some enhancements to it, which do exactly what I'm talking about. Encouraging, guiding, rewarding associates to not only just build volume, but build strong legs and strong teams of leadership, because that's what's going to grow an amazing long-term legacy business for yourself. Is not just volume, but developing strong leadership. So let's take a look at this. So this is just a quick synopsis of the ranks. We actually just took a look at this as part of the unilevel that we just talked about. Okay, so you've got, again, active associate, senior associate, all the way up to 25K. Now, if you look at 25K vice president, you see there's personally enrolled leg sales volume 2 at 5,000. So couple things here. Number one, it's not 2 at 5K. That's a big difference, because a 5K needs 5 active directs and 5,000 in team sales volume with no more than 60% coming from any one leg. This is just 2 enrollment legs that have a total in each of 5,000 in team sales volume. Much more simple, much more in your power, again, to influence and not get hung up with having to, if somebody doesn't want to be a 5K, but you need that person, right? That's tough. Now you don't have to worry about it here, because all you're looking for are 2 enrollment legs with 5,000 in team sales volume. Very powerful. And I'm going to show you why that's so important. So as you can see here, we got a 2K executive manager as a new rank. Additionally, let's now look at a few other new ranks. We've got a 35K vice president. Here's what we did, is we looked at it, we said, hey, 25K to 50K, that's a long jump, right? That's just too far. Let's put something in the middle that's going to give people that next thing to go for, right? So instead of having to jump from 25K to 50K, now you go from 25K to 35K, then from 35K to 50K, then from 50K to this new rank, 75K. So we put another rank in between 50 and 100K to do what? To just, again, give that next goal rank, have it be closer, have it be tighter, so you can see yourself getting there more quickly. Then we also added 200K, 300K, 400K. Why? Because that's what's happening. We are bringing in leadership that are going to be certainly getting to these ranks. I know a number of people on this call who are right now, closing in on that 100K rank. I think 6 months from now, we're going to have people right now that are 50Ks closing in on 200K ranks. I think that's how quickly this can go. And a lot of new people are joining this company, a lot of new leadership. So we wanted to add these ranks in to just, again, continue to encourage people to strive to be the best. So as you can see here down below, a presidential director, this stays the same, 3 at 100,000. Okay, 3 at having 3 enrollment legs at 100,000 in sales volume. It used to be where there was no other personally enrolled leg sales volume other than that. And that just kind of jumped out at people. So what we wanted to do now with this personally enrolled leg sales volume was just gradually guide people to develop those stronger legs. 2 at 5,000, right? 2 at 5,000 at 35K. You can see down here. 3 at 5,000 at 50K. What are we doing? Encouraging people to develop strong teams, because we want you to build a legacy business here, right? And that's going to be part of building a strong team. And this is going to guide you along the way to making it happen. So these are some new ranks that were added, and we're going to see what that means in a moment. The good news is this also, that those personally enrolled leg sales volumes that I just talked about, the 2 at 5,000, 3 at 5,000, 3 at 10,000 and such, they're not effective until 2/28/2024. So you got 4+ months to be able to focus on getting there, whatever that may look like. There's a lot of people who get there already, right? But if you're looking at it and going, hey, I want to get to 50K and I need, 3 at 5,000, you got four months to get there, right? So keep that in mind as you move forward, but you'll begin thinking about this again to build that strong business. Let's now talk about our rapid rank bonuses. This will be replacing our fast start bonuses. Fast start bonuses, they were designed to do what? To encourage people to get off to a fast start. Our rapid rank bonuses doing the exact same thing. We're changing them up a little bit though, because the way they're going to work is this. When you achieve the rank of 2K executive manager within your first 30 days, you're going to receive a $200 rapid rank bonus. We added this in because we see how quickly people are moving. When you achieve the rank of 5K executive manager within your first 60 days, so we bumped this one out to 60 days. This is brand new. You're going to receive a $500 rapid rank bonus. So these are those key things for that new associate to focus on. So that's $700 in total in rapid rank bonuses now. Used to be 500, now it's 700. And this is a key point I want everyone to make sure you write down or highlight. Remember, your personal sales volume now counts towards your team sales volume. So when you bring in a new associate, let's say they purchase again a 7-pack, that 430 in sales volume, if that's what they purchase, is going to go towards the 2,000 to be a 2K. Okay, so understand that. And the same thing relative 5K if they're moving quickly. So the fact that now your personal sales volume counts has significant positive implications for those new associates, but then also for everyone, right? Because you're always going to be able to count your personal sales volume towards your team sales volume to help determine your rank. But this is really key as part of the rapid rank bonuses. And really, there's no better way to get a new associate started than one of our silver, gold, and platinum packs, right? Just tremendous discounts of 15 to 25% and even more in some cases. So very powerful. Love this. And this is, again, just to encourage people to get moving quickly. We know that when associates get started quickly, they have a greater opportunity, greater chance of success for sure than if they're just sitting back. So we want to encourage people. We've done that now by ramping up these rapid rank bonuses. One of my favorite announcements, customer acquisition bonuses. So as we know, it's so important that we're going out there building a strong customer base as a CTFO family. And, we're in a great position to do that because we have such great products, right? The majority of people in this company are product users. And what I mean by that is that they don't care if they get a check or not. I mean, here's the most incredible statistic I've ever seen. Our monthly qualifier, right, to get a check is $45, yet our average order is more than double that. Think about that. That is huge. Why? Because people are here to use the products. First and foremost, and those people who use the products and love them, they naturally want to tell someone, right? And they start to build a business. This customer acquisition bonus is really designed to focus in on our strength as a company, and that's the innovation of our products. So the more that we can do to encourage you to get out there and share, the better. And now this customer acquisition bonus is going to be paid on product purchases, which generates CV, right, from your personally enrolled associates and customers after their first 30 days. This is really important. Your first 30 bonus you earn on new associates and customers' first 30 days of product purchases. This is after that period. So after 30, how many days is after 30 days? It could be months, could be years. So my point is this bonus that I'm going to share with you is going to be on your personally enrolled associates and customers' product purchases after day 30. So it could be 90 days, 120 days. It could be 2 years later when your personally enrolled associates and customers are still purchasing and you're making this, our customer acquisition bonus, where you can now earn an additional 10%, 15%, and 20% on all your personally enrolled, what we call active directs. And directs are what? Directs are simply customers and or associates. Okay. So really, this is a powerful bonus for people who want to go out there and immediately impact their income in CTFO by what they personally do. And it's real simple how it works. So as we know, you need 5 active directs, for instance, to be a 2K executive manager. Get 2 more. I mean, in fact, I'm going to give you all one thing that you should do. Everybody in your organization who's got 5 active directs right now, next week, get 2 more, at least 2 more to get up to 7 active directs. Because once you do that, you're now going to be earning an additional 10% on all your personally enrolled associates and customers' commission buying generated over that previous 31-day period. So this is powerful. Why? Because now it puts that empowerment, right? It empowers people to go out there and instantly influence their residual. This is a residual bonus. This is not a one-time. This is a residual as your folks continue to order month after month after month. So get to 7 to 13, you get additional 10%. 14 to 20, you get an additional 15%. And 21 or more, you get an additional 20% on all your directs. And this is in addition to your unilevel pay. In addition to what we just talked about. So if you were at 10%, right, in your unilevel pay, this is in addition to. So I'm going to encourage everybody, take a look at where you're at. If you're at 5, get to 7. If you're like, 8 or 9, get to 14. If you're at 14, get to 21. If you're at 7, maybe get to 21 as quickly as you can, because this is just all out there waiting for you to grab. Love
Kev,
that. Stu, go ahead.
I got to interrupt real quick because I didn't realize it worked as good as it even does. When you explained it to me the first time when you came up with this, I was just thinking, okay, so your first ones to 7, you get 10%. Then when you hit 14, on the extra ones, you get 15%. Yeah. Then when you hit 21, on the ones from 21 on, you get 20%. No. It doesn't work that way. That when you go from 10% to 15, it's on 100% of your customers, even the very first one you gathered. And when you get up to 21, it's on all 21 of them. You're at 20% now. So it's not like we pay in increments. You get it on all of them. When you told me that, Kev, it lit me up.
It's that's big time, right? That's really great stuff here. And, listen, there'll be some people that'll join CTFO who don't want to build a business, an organization, but they love our products and they want to share it with people because they feel that act of service, right, to others. This is to enable those folks to be able to go out there and make a great additional residual income. You might have some influencers out there, social media influencers as well, that are not looking to build a business, so to speak, but they get a lot of referrals and they have a lot of people that are purchasing that they've introduced product to. This is another great way for those kinds of folks to be able to really make significantly more with this kind of customer acquisition bonus. So this is the big one. I love this. So let's continue on. Our weekly leadership impact bonus. So this is our loyalty bonus, but it's a different name and it works a little differently because this is all about staying connected to your team. One of the most important fundamentals of success, those best-in-class practices, is to stay connected to your team. Stay connected to your team on a daily or at least weekly basis of those people who are engaged and who are building. And this is what this leadership impact bonus is. We named it, intentionally about making an impact. So here's how it works. This is a weekly bonus, okay? It's paid every week. Now, the current loyalty bonus was paid weekly, but it was really a monthly bonus. It was set up that way. So what we're doing is we're turning this into a weekly leadership impact bonus. So this is what you earn in addition to everything we already talked about as you're a qualified 5K executive manager, 10K, 15K, 25K. We just added a 35K vice president, senior vice president, $300 per week leadership impact bonus. So these are additional bonuses that you earn on a weekly basis as long as you qualify as a 5K executive manager on that weekly basis. So we're going to be looking back. Well, and we'll talk about how this all works in a little bit in terms of how the new pay run's going to work. But essentially, this is going to look and say, over the previous 31 days, do you have enough volume, for instance, to be a 5K? And if you do, boom, $45 a week. So it's going to really encourage you at the end of that pay period to look and see where you're at, see where your volume's at, and stay connected with your team. Because what do we want to do? We want to encourage you to do the things that we know are going to help you build a legacy business. That's what this does. So our leadership impact bonus, very powerful, and just continuing on. Look, we've added a $500 per week at 75K vice president. We've added $800 per week at 200K, 300K, 1,000, 400K, 1,250, and then presidential director, $2,500 per week. But this really, again, brings it down to a great level. Now, let me just say one other thing here that's important. When we talk about a 5K executive manager in CTFO, I want you to understand what that means. That's 5,000 in wholesale product volume. If you go and you compare other companies' compensation plans, their 5K is 5,000 in commission volume or business volume. So in order to get 5,000 in commission volume, it's got to be maybe 7,500 or 8,000 in sales volume. So I want you to understand that our 5K is very different from 5K in many, many, many other companies, because their 5K is 7,500 or 8,000 in sales volume. Our 5K is 5,000 in sales volume. So I want you to keep that in mind when you see how lucrative these weekly bonuses are. It's truly remarkable. When you go begin to compare with that in mind, you realize, wow, this is huge. These are very, very significant for sales volume as opposed to commission volume, which requires a lot more sales volume, what you're seeing here. So I just wanted to point that out. It's easy to miss that, but boy, is it significant, okay? Very, very significant. So again, this is not based on your weekly rank. This is based on your weekly rank, not your paid as rank, okay? That's important. Your paid as rank is your highest rank over the previous 31 days. This is your weekly rank. And these are, again, great bonuses to keep you connected to your team. Our income multiplier matrix stays largely the same. We just simply spread it out a little bit, right? We spread it out over from active associate all the way out to 5K manager and above. So the same 14 levels at 2%, we just spread it out to active associate, senior associate, 1K, 2K, and 5K, okay? So very, very powerful. And we also continue to have our income multiplier positions, how this can now enable you to earn not only 2% 14 levels deep, but potentially 4% and 6% and 8% as you continue to enroll more and more and more into your business. It's what we call the income multiplier. These income multiplier positions, though, this is important, will now be earned with an active order enrollment. So when you bring somebody in and you just bring them in and they don't order anything, it's not going to give you an income multiplier position. I personally believe if you're bringing somebody to CTFO without a product order, we're doing them a disservice. I mean, think about it. I mean, what are we doing there, right? We want people to experience the health promoting properties of our products. And if they're not doing that, then we're missing an opportunity to potentially dramatically change a person's life. So what do we want to do? We want to focus in on all of those really important best practices, which include a $45 active order. Good news is, in many other companies, that active order is $100. Here, it's only $45, right? We have one of the lowest qualifiers, maybe the lowest in the industry. And that's really important. So keep that in mind as well, right? When you're just kind of seeing all the great parts of this of this compensation plan, the fact that you can qualify for a check at $45 in sales volume, wow, that's very, very significant. I mean, I've seen companies out there where you got to spend $300 to qualify for a check. Yeah, so big difference, right? So I love that as part of CTFO. All right, getting to this final, this is the grand finale right here, because this is one of the most exciting things that I believe has certainly been announced in CTFO's history. It's something that we spent great deal of time really putting our heads together. How do we do something that no one else is doing? That word innovation, again, continues to ring in our mind all the time. How can we do what others are not? And here's what we're doing. We're doing what's called global share bonus pools. So this is going to be replacing the Infinity 7, the Infinity Team 7 bonus. Again, great bonus, but very complicated, right? And what we found is that while people were earning money with it, they didn't really understand how it works. And we want to empower people. We want to empower people so that when they're going out there, we want to empower you when you're sharing CTFO with others. And they ask you, tell me about this global share bonus pool. You could talk and feel confident with it. And that's really important. The Infinity Team 7, again, a great bonus, but more difficult. So we wanted to simplify, number one, but also do something that no one else is doing. And you're going to see what I mean by that. So you see these 3 circles. These 3 circles represent 3 global share bonus pools. Pool number 1, 4% of the worldwide commission volume. So we take 4% of the commission volume of the entire company, right, throughout all countries, put it into a pool. 4% for pool 1, 6% for pool 2, and 8% for pool 3. Now, typically, these pools are reserved only for top leaders. I mean, at least 50K, but most likely 100K and above. I mean, that's the way these pools generally work. They're the highest level pools that the top leaders can qualify for. But again, we just don't do what everybody else is doing. And those aren't just words. You're going to see those in action right now. Because what we're doing is something I've never seen before. We're going to have a global bonus pool, a global share bonus pool available to 5Ks, 10Ks, and 15Ks. Never seen that before, ever. We're going to have another 6% pool available for 25Ks, 35Ks, and 50Ks. And then our pool number 3 is for 75Ks and above. So think about this. As a 5K, a qualified 5K, you're now going to be able to share in the worldwide commission volume of CTFO, a bonus that's typically reserved for, again, 100K and above type of ranks. Powerful, powerful. So let's talk about how this works. How do you earn shares in the pool? So again, pool number 1. So let's dig in on 5K, 10K, 15K. This pool is for those ranks, okay? And these are, again, weekly qualified ranks. You're going to want to keep an eye on that rank. And what we did is when we looked at this, so when we looked at paid as rank versus weekly qualified rank, so many people were very similar in terms of weekly rank and your paid as rank, which is over 31, your highest rank over the previous 31 days. A lot of people were very, very similar. But what this does is it keeps you connected into your business. And remember, anything that keeps you connected to your business will also keep your people connected to their business. And this is so important to understand with compensation plans, is to look through a compensation plan with the eyes of how does this influence my team? Not just me, but how does it positively influence my team? Because we succeed by helping others succeed. We succeed by helping others practice best practices. And that's what we're doing here. We're really digging in and focusing in on those key activities. So as part of this pool number 1 for 5Ks, 10Ks, and 15Ks, you earn shares 2 ways. Number 1, your personal rank shares. Okay, and this is your qualified rank at the end of the weekly pay period. If you're a 5K executive manager, you get 1 share in the pool. If you're a 10K, you get 2. If you're a 15K, you get 3. So we take all the shares earned by people who are at these ranks and we bring them together, right? And then we also have another way to earn in the pool. We're called personally enrolled advancement shares. So not only what is your rank, but how you're helping your personally enrolled also advance. So you can earn shares when you help your personally enrolled associates advance to a new high rank of 5K, 10K, and 15K. So what are we doing? We're encouraging duplication, encouraging you to be there to lead and to serve your team. And as they advance in rank, you're now going to be able to earn additional shares in this pool. Love it. 5K, 10K, 15K. How about pool number 2? 6%. Again, for 25Ks, 35Ks, and 50Ks, here's how you earn personal rank shares. Okay, qualified rank achieved at the end of the pay period. If you're 25K, you're going to get 2 personal shares, 2 personal rank shares. If you're a 35K, 3. If you're a 50K, you get 4. And then, just like in the previous pool, again, keeping it simple, you're also going to be able to earn share when you help your personally enrolled associates advance to a new high rank of 10K executive manager or above. Again, simple. You get to share in the global sales of CTFO at these ranks by hitting ranks, advancing in rank, and helping your people do the same. That's what this comes down to. It's that powerful and that simple. Pool number 3, 8%, 75Ks and above. Okay, how do you qualify again? Same thing. When you're in this pool now, you're going to get 1 share if you're a 75K senior vice president, 2 shares if you're 100K, 3 shares if you're 200K, 4 shares if you're 300K and above. And also, when you help your personally enrolled advance to a new high rank of 15K executive manager or above. So simple. Get to your rank. As you go from 5K, 10K to 15K, you're in that pool. You jump up to 25K, you now get into that other pool. So you leave that one pool and you get into the next pool. And you go 25K, 35K, 50K. And then when you get up to 75K, you jump into that other pool, right? So it's a succession of pools that you can now be part of starting at 5K executive manager. Stu, jump in here. I mean,
I can't take it.
This was the loose sleep part of this as well.
Yeah, listen, everybody, everything else Kevin showed you tonight is important. I don't want to belittle any of it. All this was designed to work together for the good of all, okay?
Yeah.
So please don't misunderstand the next thing that's about to come out of my mouth. Sometimes I have to apologize ahead of time and say, I'm sorry, I don't even know what's coming out next. I'll just apologize ahead of time. Right now, I'm apologizing because it's going to sound like I'm not excited about everything else Kevin just shared, but that is not true. Here's what is true, though. This is nuts. If you don't understand what's happening to you right now if you go to sleep tonight, okay? I promise you. Well, first of all, let me point out a couple of things. Number one, it's not 4% for the first pool, and then we added 2% to make it 6 for the second, and then we added 2% to make it 8 for the third. No. It's 4% of the whole first pool, and then when you get into the next pool, it's 6 new percent. That's different. That's not that 4%. It's 6 new percent. And then when you go into the 8% pool, it's 8 new percent. What does that mean as you're going through these pools? It means you've got more people sharing the 4%. And then in the next pool, you've got more money and less people sharing it. And then in the next pool, you've got even more money, the most amount of money, and even less people sharing it. It's fair, the ones that do the work, right? But think about your sale now when somebody wants to make money and you're talking about the comp plan. You can literally say to them, hey, listen, all the customers that CTFO has and that has gathered long before you got here. Folks, we've got customers that have been smart shipping with us for years and years. They just buy month after month. They're going to buy year after year, right? You can now earn off of those customers that were gathered long before you got here. How fair is that? It's unbelievable. And think about this. If you're a leader and you put in 10 people and you teach them about this 4% pool and you just got to get to 5K, you tell the leader and you're in that pool, you get 10 people to get in the first pool, you're off 50K. This isn't about you going 50K. This is about you helping other people get to 5K, right? And Kevin, I cannot even begin to say enough about this, so I'm going to end on this note right now. My prayer has always been one big united family at CTFO. That's what it's been. The reason why the last couple of days at that event were so impactful for me is because I got hugged like most people on the planet will never get hugged in their whole life. Never. Right? Why? Because it was like family, everybody. It was family. Now we're going to get paid together as a family. You know how pumped up it makes me to know that if I go gather a customer tomorrow, everybody else can get paid off of it with me. It's exciting. It's awesome. It's another whole way to give, right? And so Kevin, this is what I would say to you. I was already excited before we added this part of the plan. I was a little bit involved in this part of it more than even the rest of it. And I got to tell you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart right now, this is the secret sauce. This is the one thing that if you can just share with people and get them to understand that they can have a piece of everything and we all share like a big family here at CTFO, they're going to want to be a part of that family. That does not belittle the product. Health is more important than wealth. We all know that. You lose your health, wealth doesn't matter. But guess what? Why not offer people the whole package? And that's what this is about. So Kevin, my hat is off to you. I helped kind of come up with a little bit of an idea of this, and you ran with it and perfected it. And I can't wait to see how this blesses people. So thank you so much. But yeah, everybody.
Power team, my friend, right? I mean,
yeah.
all of us working together, and that's what this is all about. I mean, it is very powerful when you think about that the effort of one collectively now helps the effort of all, and we all share in that. With these pools, I mean, average, 18%. Wow. I just never seen this done before. And I think what it does again is it gets us to what? It gets us to understand this word again, innovation, doing what others aren't doing. And this is huge to be able to, again, at 5K, 10K, 15K, 25K, 35, 50K, be able to enable people to share in this. And also, again, greatly simplify our message in terms of how you qualify and open it up to so many. It's very, very strong. So this, again, it's not any one thing, it's really everything, but this certainly is one of the big highlights of what we shared here. I think another highlight, the customer acquisition bonus. Wow, everybody who's got 5, go out and get 2 more and see what else you got to do, right? To get into those customer acquisition bonuses as you move forward. Okay. So here's another really important thing. We want you to stay connected, not just to your business team, but to your home team. I mean, your people like at home, your family, right? And your friends. And so here's what we're doing. We don't want you having to close your pay period on a Sunday. I mean, I know everybody's got stuff that they do on Sunday, right? It's usually a day reserved for family. It's reserved for church. People watch football during football season or whatever it may be, right? Whatever way you spend your Sunday, we want you to spend that Sunday. And we just think it's a very difficult day to close out a weekly pay period. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving the pay period from a Monday through Sunday to a Wednesday through Tuesday. So we're moving from a Monday through Sunday. So today, this will be the end of the pay period, okay? Then we're starting a brand new pay period tomorrow with the new compensation plan. And we're going to look and see exactly what that looks like here in a moment. But we love this because now it's going to give you Monday and Tuesday to close out your week instead of having to do it on a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so this is, again, we think another important piece of everything that we've added. So commissions, again, continue to be paid weekly. They're going to be paid every following Monday now. Okay, so let's take a look and see what that means. Okay, we're going to see what that means. So as you see here, the rollout plan tonight is what you're experiencing. We got 2 other big announcements coming. You do not want to miss. Tomorrow, first pay period begins with the new enhancements. And that first pay period is going to go from Monday, October 30th through Tuesday, November 7th. What I did is I put together a calendar here for you. So I want you to see how this works, okay? Because it's really quite simple once we get past that first week. That first week is a little longer, right? Because we got to get onto a Wednesday beginning pay period, a Tuesday close. So that Monday, tomorrow would typically close next Sunday. It's closing the following Tuesday. So we can get onto that Wednesday through Tuesday close. So here we are tonight on the 29th, the 30th, which is tomorrow. The first pay period begins with these new enhancements. Now, that first pay period is going to go all the way through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's going to end Tuesday night at 11:59 Pacific time, PM. Okay, that's going to be the first pay period. It's going to be roughly 9 days. That's how that's going to work. Now, that Wednesday now, the 8th, the second pay period begins, right? The first pay period ends on the 7th. Now we're going to start getting on to the Wednesday through Tuesday closes. So that second pay period begins. Now, what about that first pay period? Here's how we do our commissions. First thing we do, it closes out on a Tuesday. All day Wednesday, we're preparing for the commission run. We're looking at stuff, making sure everything's entered as it should. We have a number of reports that we run to make sure that orders are correctly paying. Then what we do is we run and verify again. We run and verify everything on Thursday. The most important thing, two most important things that we do as a company are deliver great products that make a difference in your life and pay your check on time and correctly. Those are two musts, right? So we need that time to run and verify these enhancements, number one. And number two, we're changing, we're transforming as a company from a largely US company to now Canada, doing incredible things. We just opened Mexico, doing incredible things. Our international plan is going to continue to grow. We've got to set up a system as a company where we can effectively have enough time to be able to verify commissions. Most weekly pay companies, you know, they pay them out a week later after the pay period ends. So we'll show you how this is going to work. Okay, so this is how it works. On that Friday, November 10th, that's part of the first weekly pay period. We run and verify one last time, and then we lock our commissions, and then we're going to pay you that first commission on Monday, the 13th. Okay, so and that's the way it's going to work. Every Monday, you're going to get paid. So that first pay period, again, is a little bit longer. We understand that, but that's what we have to do to get on this Wednesday through Tuesday close, right? We close on that Tuesday. We prepare for the commission run on Wednesday. We run it on Thursday, verify, run it one more time Friday, verify, and then we lock commissions, which means we're now ready to send the money for your commissions, which you will then get on that Monday. And then it just continues. Okay, so understand now. So that's the first commission paid November 13th from the new enhanced plan. So now, if you look up on Wednesday the 8th, now you look on the 14th, that's where the second pay period ends, right? The second pay period ends on the 14th. Starts on a Wednesday, closes on a Tuesday. Okay, and the third pay period begins that Wednesday, right? So I'm trying to show you the flow. Period ends on a Tuesday. It now begins again on a Wednesday. So we now take that Wednesday, we prepare for our commission run for the second pay period. We run and verify, and lock, and then we pay you the second commissions paid on the 20th. So you see, once we get to that 13th and we make that payment, now we just get on that every Monday pay period. We close on a Tuesday. We then take the next couple days to verify everything, and then we pay you that Monday. Same thing, right? So that pay period that started on the 15th, it ends on the 21st there. Third pay period ends, and this is how we do it, right? So the most important thing to take away here is that it's still the rhythm of a week, and it's that first pay period that's going to be longer. That's going to go through Tuesday, November 7th, which you'll then receive that first commissions paid on November 13th, and then every Monday thereafter. Okay.
Hey, Kev.
So, yeah.
Kev, I'm going to interrupt you. I actually had some things I wanted to share about this, but I'm going to defer that for another time. Don't worry about that. They'll get it. It's awesome. It's going to make sense. I just realized it's top of the hour. I didn't realize we went so long. I know it's important. I know it's good stuff, but I want you to finish up with the rest of the leaders and the announcements. I know
on our last call, there are a lot of questions on the pay period. That's why I just wanted to dig in a little bit for people.
No, that makes total sense. And I got it. I understand that and I agree with it. I'm just saying, I can't wait to hear what the leaders say right now and stuff. So if I just want to, I'm going to defer my part is all I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm here. I'll be the last one off this Zoom, but I'm going to let you go with the flow because I can't wait to hear from everybody else. That's all.
Perfect. You got it. Thank you, Stu. I appreciate it. So again, the rollout plan, we just talked about it. There's also a compensation plan brochure and compensation plan at a glance brochure in the back office. Okay, so you'll be able to get that as well. All right, let's go on to the second big announcement. This is a big one. We talked about the importance of fun, the importance of promotions. And here's what we're really excited to announce, that along with this compensation plan enhancement, we are launching our Cruise Your Way to Success trip that we are so excited about happening. So yes, we're going to have a trip promotion that is literally has begun, and you didn't even know about it. So here's the way it's going to work. The cruise days are going to be May 27th through May 31st, 2024. You're going to depart from Fort Lauderdale on the 27th, Sea Day on the 28th, Key West on the 29th, Coco Cay, Bahamas on the 30th, return back to Fort Lauderdale on the beautiful Celebrity Reflection cruise ship. It's their newest ship. It looks absolutely phenomenal. And we are just so excited to be able to launch this and just encourage everybody to go for this. And here's how it works. The cruise contest period is going to begin on October 10th, which means, if you remember, we had a sale and a lot of people brought in a lot of new people. That's all going to count towards your cruise qualifications. Okay, so you didn't miss out on that for those of you who took that sale, that promotion, and ran with it. It's going to end on April 9th, so it's going to be a long promotion period here, but again, it's going to be focused in on some of the best practices as you're building. There's going to be 25 spots available, and the first 4 associates who qualify for 100K vice president or above, executive vice president or above for at least 6 weeks, they're going to be automatically invited, and then the other 21 spots are going to be open to people who have a top high rank of at least 15K, okay, of at least 15K. And the way you're going to earn points, I'm not going to get into the details of it here, but it basically comes down to the keys to building your business. Advance in rank, earn points by enrolling new associates and customers, earn points by personally achieving rapid rank bonuses for those people who are new, or if you're not new, helping your new associates achieve rapid rank bonuses, and then also helping your personally enrolled associates advance. That's going to be what's going to enable you to generate points over the upcoming months, and the top point getters who are at least a 15K or above are going to be invited onto this cruise. The top 21, assuming those, obviously you got those 4 100Ks, the first 4, 21 spots after that for you to be part of this incredible trip. We're so fired up about it. You're going to be hearing a lot more about this as we go. There's going to be a flyer in the back office that'll take you all through this. Also, backed by popular demand from November 30th. Okay, that means today's the 29th. So not yet, but we are by popular demand doing our 20% off our Xantho Mist 2-pack, 4-pack, and 7-pack. This was such a huge success when we did this a few weeks ago. We just had to bring it back. And we're going to be launching this, and it starts tomorrow at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time. So basically, in about 5 hours, this sale will start. Okay, this is throughout all CTFO countries, and we're just very, very excited about it. We just heard so many great things about it, and it's such an amazing way to be able to bring people in and get them started, and to get them started now, not only with this sale, but now with this new enhanced compensation plan is equally amazing. Also, hold the date if you can. Everybody write this down on your calendar, January 19th through the 21st of 2024. We have a leadership summit coming up. Leadership Summit 2024. Who are leaders? Everyone who's excited about their future with CTFO. Everybody wants to have a positive influence to help others succeed. This is something to put into your calendar, please. Details will be coming soon. Guess where it's going to be? Las Vegas. How fun is that going to be? Las Vegas. So you're going to be hearing more details about this happening. Vegas in January? That's pretty awesome. So very excited about that, and you'll be hearing more. So think about what we just covered. Enhancements in the new compensation plan. We just talked about a cruise promotion that started literally 2 weeks ago. You didn't even realize it. Moving forward, opportunity for you to get onto this fantastic trip. We talked about a 20% off sale with Xanthomist 2-pack, 4-pack, and 7-pack. And now a leadership summit that we'll be doing in January 19th through the 21st. More details to come. All right. With that being said, as Stu said, I have talked enough. I now want to, if I can, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I want to now.
I didn't say you talked enough. I didn't say you talked enough.
I'm saying I did. I'm saying I did. Not you. I'm saying. Don't worry about it, Stu. You're all good.
Thank you, Kev. Thank you.
I just wanted to make sure everybody understood our the way that's going to be working in terms of that change and how the pay period is going to work. But hey, again, I want to now turn it over to some incredible leaders on the call. The first person I want to introduce to you is someone who's an industry icon. I've had the opportunity to work with her years ago. One of the most talented, hardworking, brilliant people in the direct selling industry. We're so fortunate to have her on our team. I want to introduce you to our 50K, Colli Butler. Colli, are you there?
I am here, Kev. Just taking a second to get the video going.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you here. Thank you so much. Just, hey, I would love for you to take a few minutes and just share your overall excitement about just, what's happening in CTFO right now and what you look forward to in the future.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm so excited. I want you to know, I shared this with you recently that January 24th, I think it was earlier this year, Xanthomist officially went into pre-launch, and I couldn't resist and had to be a part of it to bring the world's greatest mangosteen product to market. I'm a mangosteen addict. Absolutely love it. And to have the opportunity to bring something with the new technology and that gets even more results, was really excited about it. And I've been doing that for 9 months. I have been sharing this product with lots of people all over the world who've been sharing the product, and we're all like checking it out and trying it. And the results have been amazing. And the more and more we learn about it, the more Dr. Templeman digs in, the more he's excited about it, so a lot of people have been like trying to decide, do I just really want to jump in and do this business, make this my long-term career, my permanent home? And boy, it is happening. It's been happening. And finally, with the launch of the comp plan, I'm launching my business, not just my sharing the product and believing in it. And this is where I'm at. I'm here for a couple of reasons. First of all, in my career, I've always evaluated 3 things before considering joining a company: the people, the products, the pay plan. So people, I knew. I was fortunate enough to have worked with you in the past. Some of the most amazing experiences in my life were with you in the past. So good guy. And I already knew who you were running the ship. I felt comfortable meeting Stu. I felt he was the unknown, but fell in love with him right away too. My sponsor, Michael Swilling, who I've missed because he was my biggest leader in the past in the company I was with years and years ago. And now I hope to be his biggest leader. So I'm really excited about that. The product, the product's been amazing. The pay plan, I love the pay plan, love the existing pay plan because it pays so well. I, checked out how much money do I make on my team sales volume percentage wise, and it's more than double anything I've ever made in any other company. But it was a little hard to understand, but it's okay. When the money's there, it doesn't even matter. I'm like, just go share the product and you'll make the money. But now we can explain the comp plan on a phone call. I just explained, I did a 5-minute thing, which I'll be posting, after now that I can.
Yeah, totally.
Explaining the comp plan on just verbally, like you have to do on the phone. And I couldn't believe how easy it was. So I'm excited about all of that. All right. So I just want to say that I just want to hit some comp plan highlights. I love the global bonus pools because I get to work with other leaders who I've not been financially linked to before. And now we're all financially linked. Every person in this company who's a 5K or above, we're financially linked to build truly one team, one dream, build the company. And we're building our own checks too, no matter where that volume is all over the world, regardless of the team it's on. So I'm excited. I've always said 5K is the key. Strive for 5 and then for 5K and then help others become 5K, and you get 25K and then you're on your way to building whatever life you wanted possible. So right now, I just want 5Ks. And I want you to understand, if you're not a 5K yet, why you want to get there as fast as possible. 3 levels deep in this first 30-day bonus. Now I can enroll new people and get that bonus, help them enroll people, get that. Now I'm going to be in their living rooms and their living rooms. And that's the way this business is built. And we all get the first 30-day bonuses on all that. So exciting. Rapid rank bonus if we build fast, and we can build fast because you got a whole team of people who want to help you build fast now, because there's so much money to do that. The leadership impact bonus is incredible. The full levels and the multiplier, love it. The unilevel, but the unilevel placement. Now, this is not for everyone, and I don't want anyone to think, well, should I place people? The answer is no if you have to ask that question. It's for people who know the answer to that question. I'm bringing in family members. I'm bringing in people in a geographic area that need this additional support. Maybe somebody from a country where I have a leader. There's reasons why you do it. But what happens is you're helping your new member get additional support by people in addition to you, just another person. And we only do that under leaders that can really help them grow. I'm excited about that. So going forward, I got to say the cruise though. I actually updated my website, so everybody on my team will be getting a link after this call. I found a picture, 1997 Free Life Success Cruise. It was the first trip I'd ever been on in my whole life. And by the way, the first time I ever got a passport and put a stamp in it was also with Free Life. So there's a lot of people on this call that I was on that cruise with. I'm really excited about that cruise. Many members on the team say I work for trips. That's been the secret to my business. If I work for trips, if I win the trip, I'm growing my business. And if I continue to do that, you grow a big team. And so I would like to encourage every one of you. And if you don't happen to make this trip, it's okay. I can guarantee you that by going for it, you're going to build your business and you're going to increase your revenue. So that's huge. Want to acknowledge a lot of leaders on this call. I just took a look through. There's people tuned in from all over the world here that it's like 3 and 4 in the morning for them, but they're so excited. They didn't want to wait till they woke up in the morning and watch the replay. So I want to acknowledge them and a lot of other people on this call that I see that we're going big places together. I'm really excited about. So I wanted to just close with my action plan. First, my short term. My short term is the next 9 days, I'm promoting Xantho Mist, 20% off all day long. And if we just do that, we had incredible volume. And thank you for taking the trip qualifications back to the first day of that contest, because now all of that work counts, and all of the work we do in the next 9 days and in the next 4+ months is going to count for us to work towards that cruise. So next 9 days, promotion, next 4+ months, the cruise. Long term, my 3 to 5 year game plan is to help create $100 million earners in CTFO, regardless if they're on my team or not, guys, because global bonus money, it doesn't matter. We all win. So thanks so much, Kevin, for everything that you've done. I love you. And this has been already the beginning of an amazing journey.
Wow. Well, Colli, just thank you so much. And, you know, you have had such an influence on me over the years, and I'm just blessed to be able to work with you again. And thank you for your brilliance and what you added to this compensation plan as well. So it's just so awesome for you to be here with us. I love you as well. And let's go out and do incredible things together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Speaking of another incredible leader, my God, up there in the northern country of Canada, man, continues to just do so many amazing things with his team Unity up there. He is just one of the hardest working people, always showing up to our meetings, always there to support not only his team, but everybody in this company with his incredible leadership, with his infectious just excitement and his training that just stirs your soul. Ted Wilson, my friend, again, honored to work with you. Would love to hear some of your brilliance of what you heard.
Well, I've got the Cole book out. I've been taking copious amount of notes, and this is a momentous day. You know, every single one here on this live Zoom tonight, every single one of us, we are all equal. We're all on the proverbial ground floor of a legacy brand in the making. You're literally here at ground zero. And I, for one, could not be more excited. I also want to echo the great Colli Butler. The fact is that she's been quietly behind the scenes doing amazing things. And the company, with the official announcement of her going public for tomorrow, everyone wins because of Colli Butler here. And so I want to say to you, Colli, thank you. You've been an inspiration to me equally. For the short time I've had a chance to work with you behind the scenes with the collaboration with this comp plan. I want to go back, Kevin, to a couple of quick things that you said early in the presentation. And it was really interesting to me to hear the verbiage, the nomenclature that you were using to define really the culture, the intent behind the development of this comp plan. You use the word unity and you use the word prosperity. And I can say to you that when you bring in innovation into the mix, folks, this is the perfect trifecta: unity, prosperity, and innovation. I can say to you that each of these income streams that have been developed, if you go into the real root design of it, what are they designed to do? They're designed to help to move your team forward. It is helping to continue the building up of prosperity through unity and building up each other. Building unity, U; building prosperity, P; building each of us up. And I'm kind of excited about this, Kevin, because to me, the rapid rank bonuses, that is quintessentially important. Anyone that wants to do something meaningful, you now have a roadmap to follow. The leadership impact bonus, we talked about this here this weekend in Orlando, that we are impact professionals. We're not just network marketers, we are impact professionals. The world is looking for inspiration. People are looking to be built back up with kindness and love, building back unity, and helping to bring prosperity, not just economic prosperity, but time freedom and health, vitality, freedom, and prosperity. Last thing I'll say is I will echo Colli Butler's statement. Do not get too overly fixated on the placement feature. This is a learned behavior, and it is about building a reward mechanism, a collaboration mechanism of putting gas on proverbial fire, of strategically building teams based on logic around geography, circles of influence, skill set, people of similar designs in terms of leadership characteristic traits. Those sorts of things are all brought into the mix when you're looking to build out. And this is an advanced strategy of top industry professionals that understand that when you put more emphasis on the design of a team versus just simply outright recruiting, that's really where the magic is, Kevin. These bonuses, the pool bonuses, thank you, man. CTFO is going to do something so remarkable that's never been done before, I predict, in this industry. 5, 10, and 15Ks participate in a global pool, sharing in the revenue of this company. We're building unity. Doesn't matter what line you're in. There's no division here. That's what I love about CTFO with Stu Finger and the co-founders, your leadership, and the leaders that are coming to this company. We're all in this together, and I could not be more excited. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Ted, thank you, my friend. We love you and Michelle. And again, I just thank you for your leadership and the great feedback you gave us to get us to this point, as well as what we heard here tonight. So as always, thank you, and appreciate you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Let's now head over to, look at him. He's ready. I see him. He's got his glasses on. He's fired up. Man, our one and only presidential director, but most importantly, one of the, again, hardest working, most talented, most caring, committed leaders I've ever worked with. I know you hear me say it all the time, and I will always say it because it is rare. It's rare air in leadership that you have somebody of Michael's caliber who just continues to go out there every day and lead the charge, not only with just supporting his team, but doing the very thing that he's asking others to do. Can't tell you how many times he texts me and says, hey, enrolled another one, enrolled another one, enrolled another one. Why? Because he takes our mission seriously, and he wants to be the person who leads by what he does, not just by what he says. And that exemplifies everything about Michael. Mr. Michael, I'm going to turn it over to you, buddy,
Hey,
for a couple
buddy.
minutes. And why don't you wrap us up?
I will, and thank you so much. I also took some notes. That's why I have my reading glasses on. And I first want to thank you, Kevin. And I just want to give everyone a little bit of background. This was not a week, a few weeks, a month, or months. It's been endless amount of months that Kevin has dug into this. I cannot tell you how much studying he's done, looking at as many compensation plans are out there, what works, what doesn't work, trial and error. He took this as serious as you can imagine. He knew how when Kevin is going to do something, it's always a thought process of how it can serve other people, not how it can serve him, but what can he do to serve other people. So as you're watching, and those who have stayed on, rest assured and trust what is about to happen is there to serve you. And I just wanted to really, really point out and thank you for that effort and time. I know, just an example, last week, buddy, we had a call scheduled. We hadn't spoken in a few weeks, and we had a call scheduled 8 o'clock my time, so it was 7 o'clock your time. And I think you text me like 6 o'clock your time. I haven't slept yet. Can you give me an hour to sleep before we check? I can also tell you, for those who don't know Kevin personally yet, his passion, his reason are so many reasons, but his love about this business is the people. And he literally had to sacrifice. One of the reasons he does this business is to be around other people and to enjoy in people's successes. And he literally stayed behind and didn't even go to the Orlando event, which, by the way, thank you, Al. It was possibly one of the best that I've ever been to make sure that all these things are happening. The biggest note that I took, though, Kevin, is really what you started with, and I want this to really resonate, to provide a greater opportunity for prosperity to many. Let me repeat that, because I think that really we could have just started and ended with that. Provide a greater opportunity for the prosperity to many. And this is what I want you to walk. There were two individuals you just heard from, and there were new people. Kevin, you didn't have a chance to meet, but there are brand new people who just joined last week, who were in that room this weekend, who have created and have made millions of dollars, who just joined. But those two individuals, Ted and Colli combined, have done billions, with a B, billions of dollars of sales. And they're about to do that again with CTFO. Every single person watching here has an opportunity to participate and to be part of a unity. And the sales that Colli and Ted and all these new leaders is, you can get rewarded for it. Most companies that have any kind of a pool or bonus, it's only for the elite. It's only for the less than 1% of the 1%. It's that handful of 2, 3, 4, 5 people that walk across the stage with $1 million check, and that's it. And then everyone else is sitting there working their butts off. Kevin Fournier, you've made it so that a level of 5K, and I don't want to lessen the level of 5K, but I want everyone to understand 5K is not RV, BV, QV, CV, all those insane ways of getting it. It's actual sales volume in a 31-day rolling period of time, which is very achievable. It's just the sales volume. It's not all the gimmicks that happen in the industry. So someone who's engaging here, not only are they going to get the new leadership impact bonus, thank you, Ted, the leadership impact bonus, but they're also going to now share in the entire company's sales worldwide. Don't even think of where it is today, but Kevin and Colli and Ted and all the other leaders, the reality is where a lot of that volume comes from are countries we're not even in yet. The Philippines, Australia, Asia, Colombia. So I want you sitting there thinking not what it means, what your check is today, what your level is today, but to know at the level, at the 5K factory, we're going to have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people reaching without having, you got to have 9 who got 2 and who do this, who did that. It's 5,000 volumes of sales are participating in a global pool. That is, to me, is innovation. No one's doing it, just like no one does our nano emotion technology. No one is doing that in the compensation plan. The first 30, we went from 50% to 55. I love it. No more, hey, you've got if you're a manager one, you get 10%, or if you're manager two, you get 2%. No more of that. Everyone gets 30%. Everyone gets 30% when you bring in a new member. A member is a customer or an associate. 30% every time you do that. And for helping other people, that's brilliant. You're going from the 30 to the 15 to the 10 on the 3 levels. Fast 30 being the first 30 again is unbelievable. The 10% unilevel. We had it before where some people were just getting 2% residual. Some people were just getting 4% residual. Some people were only getting 6% residual. Mr. Kevin Fournier made it so that every single associate in our family, no matter what level they're at, no matter whether you have one person, 100 people, everyone is getting 10% on their front level. That means everything. That means better retention for everyone. And that helps everyone enjoy the products, which was huge. You kept the $45 qualifier. I hear people every day, they think the grass is greener. We've had an individual who had decided to try something else, who came back to CTFO, said, man, those monthly qualifiers, you mentioned 300 in today's time and age, Kevin, that's a lot of money, $300. There are companies out there. You stuck with the $45, not CV, BV, QV, RV, all the crazy terminologies that you use. It's wholesale value. Unbelievable. The cab bonus. My God. Now people can make up to a 30% residual income on repeat customers for a lifetime. 30%. And now we're living in a different age. You recognize the trend, Kevin, of, hey, there's social selling, social impact, there's digital marketing. Just go onto your Facebook page and see how everyone has these new titles. They don't even use the word network marketing anymore. It's all about social influencing, social selling, all those things, gathering customers. When you have a 60-day empty bottle, money back guarantee, including shipping and taxes, right? For proprietary products that are changing people's lives. And wait till you see some of the videos. We just watched one in Orlando that literally the room was in tears. It was unbelievable when you see it. Anyone that watches that video is going to want to try the Xantho Mask, especially with this 20% off, which is incredible. The leadership bonus pool, are you kidding me? Companies, again, most, if not all, direct sales, network marketing, digital, I don't care, social influencing, whatever word it is. We're used to, okay, remember the pink Cadillac, Kevin? Obviously, right,
Sure
when
do,
we're
yeah.
growing up, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or now some companies do a Jeep or so on and so forth. We pay this weekly. We don't play games and say, well, it's a monthly or a quarterly. No, every week you get it. And where does it start? Again, at the 5K. You might say, well, $45, Kevin, isn't a lot of money, but $45 is $180 a month. Kevin, you know how many people today would not have to go into foreclosure with $180 extra a month? Statistically, It's probably half of the people. Half the people are going to have to file foreclosure. $180 a month can do that. And it's a very simple, especially with this plan, to be able to do this. But for those who are serious, I don't know if you figured this out now that you went weekly, do you know that you guys are going to pay out $130,000 a year annually as a leadership bonus? Kev.
I never thought it, like from that perspective.
$2,500 a week. There's 52 weeks in a year.
Good
Is
point. Yeah.
$130,000. So when we talked about the note I took in the beginning, very fair, but it's balanced depending on what you want to put in. You don't just, it's not hitting the lottery. Some people might be here saying, hey, I just want to do this part-time passively. I want to change my life, making a few $100s a week. But those who are really want to do something seriously, it's absolutely unbelievably. I love the Tuesday close. That is massive. That is brilliant. And I want to close with this. Again, I've had the honor and privilege to work with Kevin. And I had to, I've been on many trips, Kevin, with our previous company. And it's one of the things that that kept me in the business.
Mm.
There were times that I wanted to quit, times that I was frustrated, but Colli hit on it. It was the relationship, it was the unity, it was the social, it was the family, it was the trips. And I don't think there was anyone better in this entire industry than what you used to do with the trips. My wife and I spent, I think it was like 8 days in Europe. We went to Denmark. We went all paid by the company. We went to Amsterdam. We did all the wonderful things that the company has. This cruise is the first of many.
Yes.
And I'm going to leave everyone with this. You want to get to Vegas. You want to start seeing what's going to happen, because not only do we have the best in the product, best in our owner, best in the president, right? Now the best in innovative compensation with a worldwide bonus. But the next thing is you're going to see this company recognize people and do trips like never before. So with that said, I love everyone. Back to you, Kevin.
Awesome, Michael. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for all that you do. And gosh, what a great group of leaders. And hey, I want to thank everybody who has, here we are now 90 minutes into this. And my hope that it was 90 minutes, not only well spent, but 90 minutes that enabled you to see maybe more about the unlimited possibilities in your life than you did before you came on this particular webinar. We're at an amazing time right now. You've heard me say it before, rare air. It just got even more rare after tonight. We've got so many great things to look forward to. Xanthomist continues to just, the testimonials that we get are just remarkable. And now when we focus in on that word prosperity, and we now bring in some of these new enhancements that just take that to the other level, to the next level, it's just phenomenal. Add in a trip now, and we've got some great things to look forward to. I agree with Michael. Man, that Vegas event, put it in your calendar, the 19th to the 21st of January, 2024. One thing I know is this. Every leader that I have ever met in this industry has one thing in common. They have always gone to an event that inspired them to do great things. Events do that. And we certainly hope to see you then. But we're going to be seeing a lot more of each other for sure over the upcoming several months. And this is just the beginning, again, of so many great things. So on behalf of Stu, the entire CTFO corporate team who's just working so hard every single day that I'm blessed to work with, and just on behalf of all the leadership that's part of this call, I want to thank you for this, and just encourage you to go out there and just make it happen. Wow. Tomorrow morning, wake up, be fired up like never before, and go out there and change some lives with this incredible company. Thanks so much, everyone. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye, everyone.
You.